Hello, it's Corey and Kylie, and we are just going to be chatting with you quickly about the March transits and what's to come because this is the biggest month of 2023. So, what do we have to look forward to?
First and foremost, Pluto leaving
Okay.
Capricorn. That's what I care about. Tell
Okay.
me about it.
All right, so there's lots of things. The biggest one.
Pluto and Capricorn. Focus on Pluto.
Okay, well that's big, but also
Pluto,
the
Saturn.
the bigger one is Saturn going into Pisces on the 7th, along with the full moon in Virgo. So why is this more important? Well, do you remember the last time Saturn changed signs?
2020, March 2020.
Hey, what happened then?
COVID,
Hey, what did we learn to do? Connect with people online?
disconnect with people outside of life.
Yeah.
That was so great. That was my favorite year ever. I wish that transit was happening this year.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so with Pisces, when this happens, it's kind of asking us to put boundaries back up, but Saturn's questioning all those boundaries. Where are you at? You're not even in here. There she is. Yeah, so it's kind of like everything, spirituality, what do you believe? Who do you believe?
Nothing.
She really doesn't. She's having a real interesting moment.
I believe in things.
She
but
does.
now what you believe in.
Definitely not. She is an entity. And so,
I'm here to save the world.
okay, so this Saturn in Pisces is going to be 2.5 years. So just be ready for some big changes. Find a lot of peace and patience is what I can put together with those kind of things happening.
Peace and patience.
Peace and patience. And then with the full moon in Virgo, the same day that transit's happening, it's looking at our routines and the little things that it's the details, right? Virgos are all about details. So it should be a really positive
Transit. Great.
for sure.
What about Pluto? We're not there yet?
No, not yet. Because on the 20th, 21st, we're going into Aries season. And this is extra special because we have the first of 2 Aries new moons in a row. So this one is, and it's at like 0 degree, 1 degree of Aries. So it's like boom in your face, new beginning. Everyone's going to have one in some area of your life.
I love new beginnings.
It's big because if it doesn't all shift around now, it will next month on April 20th for the first solar eclipse. And we get into more retrogrades as we get into the end of Aries. So this month is extra special too because not one planet is retrograde. So that means move forward. New opportunities are going to be showing up at your doorstep.
At my doorstep, Amazon Prime.
That too, you know.
Style.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's like a lot of great things that are happening. Honestly, it's a fantastic month. But when we get to the end of the month, she's been waiting for this.
We're the end of April?
We're in
Thank
March.
you. You skipped ahead to end of April.
Well, I was just talking about the 2 Aries new moons in a row, which is very
Let's
rare.
talk about Pluto. What's Pluto do?
Let's talk about it. It's the 23rd.
It's pretty destructive, right? Pluto's pretty destructive.
It's death and rebirth, and so it's moving
I love death.
from Capricorn
and rebirth.
for 2.5 months into Aquarius, and then back in as it retrogrades back into Capricorn.
No.
So for 2.5 months, we're going to get a taste, a sampler platter.
Why did I think it was 4 months?
Well, because it's going to go back in January 2024 for a hot second.
No,
too,
I thought
and
it was staying in 2024.
It will stay in 24.
But I thought we had
2024.
4 months of it.
No, it's just 2.5, 3 months. So you're going to get a little sampler platter of it with that. And so what does it feel like when we're moving from Capricorn? We're ending the ego era.
Can't
The
wait.
last 20 years was all about ego.
Terrible 20
Materialistic. You know, everybody had to
I know
have...
somebody who's going to struggle.
A lot of people will because we were like shown the last 20 years that it's what you have and it's not what you do. But now when we shift into Aquarius, it's what
eat.
you're...
That's what you eat. It's popcorn. Salt and vinegar popcorn.
She did a lot of that today. I should
It's
post a
what you
video.
eat. You shouldn't, but it's what you
But
eat.
it's big because Aquarius is all about community and breakthroughs and for the greater good of all. And it's futuristic, it's sci-fi, it's aliens, it's the whole shebang. So it's going to be the most intense 20 years, but we're going to get a little like, a little cup of the whole, bottle.
What are we even scared of? What are we scared of?
There's nothing to be scared. Should we be scared?
No, people are scared.
Well,
It's driving me
why?
crazy.
Because
I
of
don't
the news, which takes me to the end of the month, around the 25th. We're still going to be, we're ushering in all this newness, but media, it's going to be
media.
exposed,
It's great
and
news.
we might have a shift over of leaders.
It's going to be great.
It's
so excited.
big. This transit is huge coming up. We have Pluto.
Who's going to die?
Just it's going to be a leader of some sort. If they don't
Yeah.
pass on, they're
Yeah,
going to pass on the torch to somebody new. But
gonna be
it's
great.
somebody in the world. We're going to find out all together at the end of March into April, when this really like shows up in all the glorious
Yeah.
transit. So
Yeah.
big shifts, breakthroughs, because Pisces likes to shift and push things up to the surface, right? So media is going to be showing us their ugly heads and
Also emotion.
all emotions.
A
It's
lot
a
of
great
emotion.
healing month. If you can go and do some deep inner work, whoo, you are going to be so glad you
What's an
did.
example of that?
Like old love stories, old work
Notebook?
stories. Oh, yeah. There you go. The Notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hallmark.
that's right.
Tyler Hines.
She's a Heine. It's literally what they are called.
Yes, I'm not that though.
You're not a big fan?
Huge fan.
Huge fan. She thinks she is him, I think. But it's all about
okay.
awareness this month, too. I was asking her, I was doing all these little, like, well, what should I teach, about March? And she's like, I want to know words. Yeah.
Words?
And I was like, you were like, how would you describe it? What words would you use to describe it? And I was like, okay. So I pondered about it, and I was like, I wrote them down. Creativity, awareness, healing, pivotal, breakthroughs, lucky,
Lucky.
growth,
There's something I haven't.
illusions.
What's luck?
You're gonna find out. This month is lucky. So if you want to manifest
And
anything,
isn't Capricorn extra lucky? There's like 4 signs
there's
that are
some
pretty
yes,
lucky.
yeah, it's the cardinal ones, but
Libra.
Aries, Cancer,
Capricorn.
and Capricorn. So if you want to manifest anything, now is the time
And how
to
would
do
we do
it.
that?
Well,
What's a good way to manifest?
if you want to manifest, sit down, get very clear about what you want life to look or feel like, write it down, think about it, dream about it, and put it out there like it's already yours and start living in that energy. So you say, oh, I want to be healthy. Well, what are you doing to be healthy? What change can you make?
And health can be your nutrition, your sleep,
It's your
your
mindset.
stress pattern,
Yeah.
your
It's it's the
Mindset.
it's the triangle, mind, body, spirit, right? So what's health
It's
look
not
like?
all. If you're too out of balance in one side of that, it's just not gonna work. You can work out all day, but if you're not sleeping, what's that gonna do? If you're not eating right,
Nothing. Yeah. So, it's time to look at it, especially with this Virgo full moon to start the month on the 7th. Whew.
Can't
look
wait.
at those routines. Look at your wellness. Look at your health. That is what Virgo likes to really dive in with. So, it's going to affect everybody. How can you get on a better routine, path, everyday life? It's the basics.
And it doesn't have to be big. Nobody is asking you to take a large shift, and you know what I
That
meant.
didn't sound great.
It sounded exactly the way I wanted it to.
Anyways.
What I mean is, you don't have to change everything. Don't overhaul your whole diet because you won't stick with it. Add a little more water to your diet today.
Yeah, just one thing, because remember, it's a new beginning on the 20th, 21st, and then next month on the 20th, when we have the solar eclipse in Aries, the second new moon in Aries, it's literally going to start going, ooh, you didn't make enough changes, so here you go.
Ugh, I hate that.
But you
Also,
love it because
I do.
this month you can get it right because you heard the information. The people who don't know are in the dark, but you're in the light. So there's things you can do. We're giving you the tools. We're getting you all those little shortcuts so you don't struggle.
And also Pluto being in Capricorn, rigidity. We're moving away
We're going
from
back
that.
to this. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying, we're
Yeah.
talking about being too rigid. It's
Yeah,
not good.
It's going to be a shift. Everyone
gonna
is going to
move
get
away.
more flowy for sure.
I love flowy.
And whatever you've been hiding from yourself, you can't anymore, basically, when this happens. It's
Love that.
literally a death and rebirth of your own.
It's going to be a
illusions.
7.6 earthquake from within.
Wow. Also, addictions. If you or somebody you know has an addiction, this is going to be the next 2.5 years where you need to be very,
Self-aware.
yep, okay. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. We love you so much. Sending you so
Can't
much.
wait for Pluto and Saturn to do their thing.
Bye
It's
for
gonna be
now.
good.